Hi, I'm Dana, holistic nutritionist, herbalist, and lactation educator. Welcome to my myth-busting video. Although using supplements, nutraceuticals, herbal remedies, and essential oils do have their place in health and wellness at appropriate times, they don't replace quality nutrition and healthy eating practices, moving your body throughout the day, quality sleep, and a positive mindset. Without having these foundations in place, alternative treatments and remedies won't be as effective. In fact, any treatment or medicine prescribed by a doctor will not be as effective if you don't address your lifestyle practices. When battling an illness, such as a cold or flu, chronic disease, or something more complex like an autoimmune disorder, we need to quiet the noise in our body in order for our body to focus on regulation and healing, and for external therapies, remedies, and medication to work efficiently. For example, you're dealing with some stress and need to talk to your therapist. In order to do that, you need clear lines of communication without distraction. What happens if you're sitting with your therapist and all of a sudden, someone upstairs starts playing the drums? The radio and TV in the room are on full blast. Outside is noisy construction, and a dog starts barking loudly in the next room. It gets to the point where you can't hear or focus on what your therapist is saying, and she can't hear you as well. The noise is now adding to your stress. How can you overcome your issues with all that noise interfering with your session? Had the environment been set up appropriately prior to your session to prevent all the noisy disruptions, you would be able to work through your issues with your therapist. It's the same with our bodies. If we consume a poor quality diet, have unhealthy eating patterns, have a sedentary lifestyle, have poor sleep, and have a negative mindset, we have too much noise in our bodies. We need the proper internal environment to allow for regulation and healing. This can only be done by practicing a healthy lifestyle regularly and ideally before we succumb to an illness or chronic disease. It's also important to avoid self-prescribing alternative remedies, supplements, and so on based on symptoms alone. When doing this, we tend to do band-aid treatments, which are often not very effective and sometimes cause more harm than good. Prescribing alternative remedies and treatments is an art form and a science that does require training and a foundation in an anatomy, physiology, and pathology. This is why building a health team of qualified individuals will not only help you create and nurture that healthy environment, they can guide you in finding the right treatment or remedy when appropriate. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.